Is recognized for 1 hour.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. For the purpose of the debate only, I yield the customary 30 minutes to the gentleman and my friend, the ranking member from the Rules Committee, Mrs. Slaughter, penny which I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman is recognized.
Due consideration of this resolution, all times yield for the purpose of the debate only. Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks.
Without objection.
The rule provides for expedited consideration of H.R. 5230 and H.R. 5272. Mr. Speaker, I rise today because we are facing an unprecedented crisis on America's southern border. Nearly 60,000 unaccompanied alien children have entered the United States illegally this fiscal year, most of whom have come through the Texas-Mexico border. And today, our country faces a threat to our sovereignty and to our rule of law. The time to act is now. It would be irresponsible for this body to go home for a month without doing our part to help work and solve this problem. I'm glad that members of the House recognize their duty to finish the job. I believe the House has put specific, concrete proposals to act in the best interest of the United States. Let's take a look at what this crisis on our border is doing. First, the President's Catch and Release program is a big part of the problem. Under this program, nearly 90% of unaccompanied alien children have been placed with their families in the United States, many of whom are here illegally themselves. Second, the President's DACA program. DACA is a major reason for the influx of illegal immigrants to the United States. The Director on Citizenship and Immigration Services recently testified to the Judiciary Committee that 700,000 undocumented immigrants have taken advantage of DACA. Third, there's a 2008 trafficking law, which has allowed so many to effectively skip out on the judicial process and live in our country illegally. Catch and release under the President's proposal is wrong and bad for our country and only encourages many, many more to continue the trek here. Combined, these policies plus signals from the administration encourage more illegal immigration and have led to the border crisis that we face today. To stop this crisis, our border must be secured and the tide of illegal immigration should be stemmed. I believe that this rule provides for legislation to accomplish that goal. H.R. 5230 would provide $659 million for border security, the enforcement of existing laws, illegal immigration prevention, and humanitarian assistance. Additionally, $70 million would be provided for National Guard border efforts. This proposal is paid for, which means that it does not result in any new or additional federal spending this fiscal year. However, the House will not simply throw money at the problem. This package also makes specific, concrete policy changes to address the underlying problems that are fueling this crisis. Specifically, it prevents the administration from spending taxpayer dollars to adjudicate any new applications under DACA or any similar policy. The package also amends the 2008 trafficking law so that all unaccompanied alien children are treated the same as, under the law today, Mexicans and Canadians, and this is for the purpose of removals. It also provides additional temporary judges to help guarantee that these children get their day in court with 14 days from their initial screening. It also strengthens the law to prohibit criminals and serious drug-related convictions and those who have them from applying for asylum. It also allows for customs and border protection activities on federal law. Similarly, it authorizes the deployment of the National Guard to our southern border. Finally, it prohibits the housing of unauthorized immigrants in military bases if housing then would displace members of the armed forces or any active duty or it interferes with military activities. These steps come after a series of conversations with members of the majority. We have an obligation to get this bill done as the Texan and I have pushed and pushed and pushed for us to make sure that we had a bill that could be supported by our members. It is Texas and those that live on the border that are seeing tremendous conditions that are placing our state and local people at a disadvantage. Thus, I want to thank the members for continuing to work together on a bill to get 218 votes. I applaud those who've spent the time, including today, dedicating themselves to putting the package together. I want to thank the staff. And as always, I expect and want this body to support this good piece of legislation. Mr. Speaker, I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman's time is reserved. Gentlelady from New York.